Hey guys, welcome back to Clued Into Crafting. I'm Lily from Siser North America, and today we're going to talk about how to apply the front and back of a t-shirt with your Cricut EasyPress. A lot of these tips can be used for your home iron or heat press as well, so stick around and we'll show you how it's done. So to start, I made my cut file in the Scan and Cut type converter, which allows you to use the text on your computer inside of Canvas Workspace, which is the software for the Scan and Cut. Once I brought it onto my computer, I could save it onto my flash drive, and now I can connect it right to the Scan and Cut. Wrong way, there we go. So now it's connected to the Scan and Cut. I don't have to have my computer to cut. I can do it all right here on the screen. I'm going to go into Pattern, then you're going to select Saved Data, and this little symbol here is for your flash drive. Now I'm going to choose my recess cut file because I'm making a teacher t-shirt, and I am using Easyweed Electric Cherry and Easyweed Bubblegum. So I'm going to place the Easyweed Cherry at the top of my mat with the color side down, and the second color at the bottom of my mat with the carrier side down as well. So now I can move around in my cut file and change things so that all of the Easyweed Electric pieces are cut at the top and all of the other colors cut down here at the bottom. So I don't have to do two cuts, I can just do one. Load the mat in, either way is fine, and you're going to select this button here, and that'll pull it in for you, and now we're ready to cut. Okay, so now that I have everything cut, I still have all of this excess left around my cut file that I don't need anymore. I'm just going to use my Siser weeder to weed out that excess. Start at a corner and peel it up. All right, so now that I have all of my weeded pieces of heat transfer vinyl, I'm ready to move on to heat application. And we're gonna use the EasyPress today. I like the EasyPress because it doesn't have any holes like an iron does, so you get a nice, smooth, even transfer. And it's also evenly heated, unlike an iron, which is gonna have cold spots or areas that have more heat, so you're never really sure what you're getting with an iron, and EasyPress is a little more reliable. Along with the EasyPress, I'm going to use a wool pressing mat. This is actually for embroiderers, but it works just as well for vinylists like you and me. I found it at a craft show, and since the EasyPress has an accessory mat, but it's not released yet, so I had to be creative, and this wool pad works great for that. There's lots of DIY versions out there you guys can check out. I'm sure you'll find something that you love to use. So last thing is a heat transfer cover sheet. Heat transfer cover sheets are just there to protect your fabric and your heat transfer from some crazy amount of heat that you're getting off of here, and it also protects any errant adhesive from getting stuck on your EasyPress and causing it to get gunked up for future uses. You don't want that. So this is definitely helpful, good thing to have. All right, so now that I have all of my tools, I'm ready to find the center of my t-shirt and begin heat application. This little trick is just folding it in half lengthwise and then down from the armpit seam. This will help you find your center line. I'm just gonna take it and put it on top of my pressing mat, cover it up. Now I just wanna get a crease line in there, so I'm just gonna move the heat around for a couple seconds until I think I've got a nice crease line in there. So it's faint, but it's enough there to help me out. Now that I found the center of my t-shirt, I can thread this wool plaid inside of the t-shirt between the front and the back. The mat inside of the shirt is going to protect the back from actually getting more heat during this pressing process, so we don't have to worry about overheating the vinyl on the other side. So if you're doing this with like a heat press, you would want to thread it onto the bottom platen. That would be similar to what I'm doing here. So the other thing is to make sure is, okay, it looks really flat on the front, but is it flat on the back? You gotta make sure there's no wrinkles back there either, because anything, even a small little wrinkle can upset that flat surface, which will upset your even pressure. And that's really important with an EasyPress because we don't have a pressure knob like on a heat press. So we need to be making sure that we're getting the most accurate pressure possible. All right, so my EasyPress just beeped and it's beeping at me. It wants to be used. It's ready, it's heated up. So we're gonna lay down the first color. And I'm just gonna line it up, fold it in half, and then line it up with that same crease mark that I created earlier. 3 fingers down from the collar is pretty standard. That's what a lot of people do. So my EasyPress is all heated up and ready to go. I have it set to 335. Cricut has other temperature recommendations. This is what we find works best with our material, and it also keeps me from having to do that inside out press. I just want to be able to press the front, press the back, and be done with it. But I do like the I do like the timer starter on here. So I'm gonna hold this down for 5 seconds, pick it up, another 5 seconds. And my timer is set to 15, so I knew when it was at 5, I was done. Easyweed is a hot peel, so I don't have to wait, I can just peel it off. You do wanna be careful. Just because we just tacked that first layer down, some little pieces might want to try to lift up with the carrier. That's okay, because we're going to hit it again in just a second. Second color, my Easyweed Electric Cherry. I love this stuff. I'm going to layer that just a little bit. The bottom overlaps. I like it that way. Cover it one more time. And this time we'll do 10 seconds. On both halves. Since my EasyPress doesn't cover all of my design, I have to do 2 presses, but that's okay. And we'll start the second one. If you feel like you're not getting enough pressure still, you can work on a lower surface. A lower table will allow you to get more of your body weight over the EasyPress and pressing down. Same thing when you're working with a home iron. Now, awesome. Okay, so my front is done and I think it's really cute. And we're gonna move on to the back now. So instead of, taking it out, rethreading it, I'm just gonna flip it over because it's already in there. So same thing on the back. Just like we had that cross line in the center and across from the armpits, that's the same thing you're going to line up with. We're gonna put my name on the back and it's gonna go, let's see, we'll line it up here and here, make sure we're centered. Remember, you can crease your heat transfer vinyl, it's okay, that line will press out. So if you're worried about that, it's all right. Okay. Once you're happy with it, lay your heat transfer cover sheet down again. And this time, since it's just one color and I'm not gonna be layering anything, I'm gonna do the full 15-second press on each portion. And just hit that Cricut button to start the timer, which is really nice. I don't have to think about it. All right. And final peel before we're all set here. So we did a front and we did a back. And it didn't take very long, now did it? We're all set. To make your t-shirt last the longest, I suggest waiting 24 hours before running it through the wash. When you do wash it, you want to use a cold to warm setting, and then when you dry it, you want to use low to normal. A high heat setting is going to cause the adhesive actually to reactivate, and it might start peeling off in your dryer. So if you have that happen to you, it's possible you're using too high of a dryer setting. While I only teach vinyl, I think a lot of teachers can agree that break time is the best time. Thanks for spending a little bit of that time with me today. If you're hungry for more HTV tips and tricks, we have that for you on the Caesar blog. Until next time, I'm Lily from Caesar North America. Thanks for watching.